Papa Squat! Coming at you. Oh, I'm Sammy Davis Jr. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. What you doing? I don't know. This is from 1980, and it is Another One Bites the Dust. It is not by Queen. I actually have to shrink this to see who it's by because I have forgotten. So this is Sugar Daddy. And basically, Sugar Daddy here took the song Another One Bites the Dust by Queen, which also came out only in 1980. So, and that song was crazy popular because it just has such a killer hook of a bass line. I mean, absolutely incredible. And I don't think anybody anywhere would say differently. I mean, Queen, in and of itself, just a frickin' fantastic band. And that album, that Another One Bites the Dust, came off of The Game, I think it was. It was one of my first albums, actually. Actual physical vinyl. Anyway, so this is Another One Bites the Dust by Sugar Daddy, and he's used the music and changed the lyrics, and you will find this all very familiar. I mean, come on. How classic and simple. It's not just the bass line. In fact, I didn't even remember that there was drums involved there, but there's a couple of instruments there, and it's just so simple and so perfect. I want to hear Queen come in now.
How do you spell relief? I spell it M-U-S-I-C. I say you step down, spin around, the way you check out the best in the disco sound. Well, I'm Sugar Daddy. I'd like you to know I have the very best disco show. Just rock with me when the stars come out, cause I'll tell you what I'm all about. Well, your mind and your body's in the right place. You gotta rock with me, and we rock the human race on the dance floor. Your only choice is to open the door and get on the floor. Rock to the rhythm, beat to the beat. Just clap your hands in the disco heat. Come on, let your body work. Come on, let's do the jerk. You gotta wave your hands up in the air like you want to be a millionaire.
I find it really interesting that he mentioned a disco a minute ago, because this is definitely in the disco time period, but this song doesn't feel disco-y to me. Queen and the song Another One Bites the Dust is not disco in terms of the music style, not in terms of like a discotheque that you would go to and go dancing or clubbing, we call it now. What's interesting is they do still often call them discos overseas, like in Europe and such. It's kind of funny to go there and hear people say, "Oh, we went to the disco." But yeah, so this is not disco music, and I find it funny that he mentioned it.
If you love money like a bee loves honey, let me hear you yell, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on in, welcome to the show. It's a showed up disco showdown, Sugar Daddy and stereo. Well, if you wanna let your body rock anytime at all, you gotta pick up the disco hotline and you give Sugar Daddy a call. I said tick tack, don't look back. We rock the music and that's a fact. More pep in your step or glide in your stride with me as you got to love every sound. Well, I'm Sugar Daddy, and I'm the man who's gonna make you freak and wave your hand. I'm the number one son of a gun. Well, I'll make you rock and have some fun. The sky like a flower growing without the seeds, like a teacher who cannot read, like Frankie Crocker on the radio without a microphone. I like the bell system making calls without the telephone.
He's got a good voice.
Records without turntables, like the movie stars without block cable, like Rocky 2 without the glove, like the world turning without the love, like a movie house without popcorn, like dancing to the beat without it going on, like Sugar D without the D, like Donna Summer looking ugly, like the rain without the worm. Like a baby born without no sperm. Like the Wizard of Oz without the whiz. Like Stevie Wonder without showbiz. Like the number one rapper, Sugar D, without my rapping. PhD, like the Lone Ranger without his mask. Riding through the night like Muhammad Ali, being the champ and never winning a fight. Like having night without the day. Like a child being born not knowing how to play. Like Pierre Cardin and Halston without designing clothes. Like a woman in the street and putting alone without no panty hole.
This is kind of neat.
Wave your hands in the air. Wave.
So I actually really liked that little section that was in here that was just sort of like weird, instrumentally warpy music. Because it's not really something I've heard before in any of these songs. And it strikes me as very much sort of a type of thing you would hear in electronica. And even, you know, coming up to more recently, this has got to be like 10 years ago now, dubstep. Just interjecting some kind of weird, not in this case quite as disruptive in terms of the listening experience, but definitely not typical for its time. And I backed up a little bit, so hopefully I found this section again.
People like you just don't care. Whenever you like the feeling and you know it's good, let me hear you yell, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on.
So this is
Let's
normal.
go to work. Somebody say party over here. Party over here. Say party over there. Party over there.
Now this stuff. Oh, I think I missed it. This is good though.
I said Sugar Daddy is my name. My rap will drive you insane. I got a taste of honey on your money. Well, the dance floor is your chance to invest your cash where you got to win. So we rock this house when you come in. Get on the floor and freak some more, and you get more than you bargain for. I said get on up and you get on down, 'cause we rock to the rhythm of the disco sound. Well, the road to love is the road to the right. Just follow your body with all your might. Well, the lights are bright and the path is clear, so you open the door and you ended up here. You came to dance and to find the key to make history and to set you free. Say
So there was some weird missing of beats here, or falling a little bit behind that I noticed, and it's a little disruptive.
rock this house when you come in. Get on the floor and freak some more, and you get more than you bargain for. I said get on up and you get on down, 'cause we rock to the rhythm of the disco sound. Well, the road to love is the road to the right. Just follow your body with all your might. Well, the lights are bright and the path is clear, so you open the door
There.
and you ended up here. You came to dance and to find the key to make history and to set you free. Say
Yeah, that just one beat was off. Love it. So in my brain.
I say rock, you say roll. When I say new, you say oh. When I say off, you say on. And we rock to the rhythm till the crowd goes home. I said rock, I said new,
Old.
I said off,
On.
and we rock to the rhythm till the crowd comes home. I said wave your hands in the air, let me know that you are here. Well, if you're feeling fine like it's on the outside, let me hear you yell, I'm here.
So I like that. I like that well enough. I'm really weirded out that they basically used, I mean, wholesale. Another one bites the dust, and just took out the vocal tracks and put in somebody else's vocal tracks, and I'm sure there was a lot more mixing that went on. But it's weird because I Googled to try and find out if there's anything about Queen or their record label coming after these guys, Sugar Daddy, for using the song. Oh, I've had this fan on the whole time. I hope that hasn't been like really disruptive. I'm gonna have to listen to this and see. But yeah, it's weird. I don't see anything about it, so it must have been something that was approved of. Yeah, I mean that song is just so. I mean, the original is just so good, and it was so popular, and I mean, even now people just recognize it. I thought this was okay. I wish they would have sped it up a little bit to give it a little more energy, because the backing track of that, the Queen track, is really. I mean, it's not what I would call driving. It's just very solid and consistent, and I think this song needed more energy to it. Yeah, because I'm a record producer now. No, I'm just listening to the song and saying what strikes my brain. I thought this was okay. I actually think it was, despite the fact that they didn't create completely new music for it because they based it off of Another One Bites the Dust. I thought it was actually pretty creative to and ballsy to take that track, which even at the time had gotten to be so well known, and then kind of make it their own. I don't think they went far enough. I think they should have pushed a little bit more. It still would have been very recognizable, and I think they would have ended up with a much better track. This was good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's no Vanilla Ice, right? But it was good. Hey, appreciate you checking in and following. I'm up a few followers, so that's cool. And I will see you soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Although I do have to run D&D, so we'll see. Pop Squat, checking out. Please like, subscribe, and fill in the blank.